Good morning Year 3 and welcome to week 7 spelling. This week we are focusing on the trigraph OUR, which makes the sound R as in the word colour. The first word we'll be looking at today is the word odour. Now, odour is part of our red word column. Please say the word odour. Odour is defined as a distinctive smell, especially an unpleasant one. And you can see in the top right-hand corner, there is a picture of a doctor who is holding his nose, and perhaps it's because there is a odour, which is an unpleasant smell lurking around. Now, the sentence I have put the word odour into is, a strange odour came up from the earth. Let's look at the sounds and letters we can hear in the word odour. The sounds that we can hear are O, D, R, and the letters are O, D, O, U, R. We can see that the trigraph O, U, R is making the R sound in the word odour. So O, D, O, U, R, odour. What part of this word do you think you need to remember? Yes, it could be the trigraph O, U, R, which is making the R sound. Okay, have a turn at spelling the word odour without looking at it. You may like to pause the video if you need extra time. The next word we'll be looking at today is the word honour. Can you please say the word honour? And honour is part of our orange word column. Honour is defined as regarding someone with great respect. So the sentence that I have put the word honour into is, we honour all soldiers, both past and present. And you can see that the picture in the top right-hand corner is representing a soldier who is saluting and giving honour to what appears to be either fallen soldiers, or perhaps it's at an Anzac Day memorial service. Let's look at the sounds and letters we can hear in the word honour. The sounds that we can hear are O, N, R. We can see that the digraph HO is actually just making the singular O sound as in, well, the O sound as in honour, and the trigraph OUR is making the R sound. So HONOUR, HONOUR, honour. What part of the word do you need to remember? You may like to remember the trigraph OUR, which is making the R sound, or you might like to remember the digraph HO, which is making the O sound, as in honour. Have a turn at spelling the word honour without looking at it. The final word we'll be analysing today is the word neighbourhood. Can you please say neighbourhood? And neighbourhood comes from our green column this week. Neighbourhood is defined as a district or community within a town or city. And the sentence that I've put neighbourhood in today is, she lived in a wealthy neighbourhood. Now, we all live in a neighbourhood, whether it be in Glenmore Park or another neighbourhood within the Penrith town or the Penrith City Council, or it could be within Sydney, which is a city too. Let's look at the sounds and letters we can hear in the word neighbourhood. The sounds that we can hear are N, A, B, R, H, U, D. And the letters are N, E, I, G, H, B, O, U, R, H, O, O, D. We can see that the quadgraph EIGH is making the A sound, and we can see that the trigraph OUR is making the R sound, and the OO digraph is making the U sound. Now, in the word neighbourhood, we don't actually pronounce the H as a H. It is more of a neighbourhood. So it's more of like a sweeping sound with your lips, like a sound. And then we move into the ud part. So N, E-I-G-H, B, O-U-R, H, O-O-D. Now, if you were someone who would like to segment this word neighbourhood into 2 different parts, you can do that. So if you know how to spell hood, which is H-O-O-D, you may like to remember that and keep that aside and just practice on the neighbour part, just ensuring that that A sound is actually spelt with the quadgraph E-I-G-H and the R sound is with the O-U-R. So N, E-I-G-H, B, O-U-R, H, O-O-D, neighbourhood. What part of the word neighbourhood do you need to remember? It might be the quadgraph EIGH, which is making the A sound. And this is the same for the number 8 or 80. You might also like to remember the OUR trigraph, which makes the R sound, or the double O digraph, the OO digraph, which is making the U sound. Okay, have a turn at spelling the word neighbourhood without looking at it. Remember, you can pause the video if you need extra time. Well, that brings us to the end of our mini spelling lesson for week 7. So if we look at all the words that you'll be looking at this week, let's start in the red column. We have colour, favour, flavour, glamour, odour. In the orange column, honour, neighbour, colourful, humour, honouring. In the green column, neighbourhood, encouraging, flavourful, honourable, flavouring. And in the personal column, we have camouflage, changeable, colloquial, colossal, and column. Now, remember, you do have a Kahoot this week for you to, it's just a fun way for you to practice your spelling words, and you can also do one of the spelling activities. Enjoy your spelling this week, and I wish you the best of luck on your spelling test on Friday. Happy spelling! Bye!